How do you see all of this changing and disrupting existing financial institutions? We're talking about a massive pace of change, and I'm interested in how from your position, you see it kind of changing the landscape of which institutions are doing what.
Yeah. Thank you, Joshua. And it's very interesting today, the combination of the panel here. We had a discussion in the morning, and I think 5 of us can launch the next big AI disruption in the region. We have the lawyer, the tech provider, the intelligent document processor, the digital bank, and an international bank. So we can try to do something. We believe that AI acceleration is going to speed up. And it's going to be much faster than what's happening now. It's just the starting point now of it. And we believe that there will be a significant change in the business and operating model of financial institutions because of AI. But if we zoom out a little bit out, it's very important to consider AI as a skill that we need to master at the national level. And we need to take into consideration what the studies are saying now, that the role of the digital economy, if done very well, will increase from around 16 to 17% to around 70% of any economy. And that's huge progress in the coming few years. So coming back to the financial services industry, we think, if you look in the past 7 years, the fintechs came in and disrupted the banks. And the main reason was the cloud, right? So I guess you are based in the UK, you saw a lot of startup banks came and they gave a better experience, and they were able to do this because of the cloud. And maybe of agile way of working coming together with the cloud. So what we see now is that the next disruption will be from something called FinAIs, which will be disrupting both banks and fintechs. Fintechs already now have a legacy. Some of them are operating for more than 7 and 8 years. And there will be a new generation of financial institutions which will be natively deployed on AI, maybe the whole code generated using AI, and they will be more efficient than banks and than fintechs. And those will be the disruptors in the next few years. And on top of utilizing AI, they will also introduce new ways of working, new culture, because you cannot adapt AI if you don't change your mindset and you don't change your culture. And the traditional institutions and the fintechs will struggle a bit to adapt to this change.
Yousif, you've also been thinking about the kind of the future capabilities of AI, and I know you've devoted some thought to, we've all spoken about generative AI loads over the past couple of years, but what the next cycle is going to be about. Could I ask you to talk a bit about that?
So it's about the future of Gen AI. Well, something that I'm passionate about is the emerging concept of AI agents. And one big thing that's going to happen is that Gen AI is going to move from providing thought or information to performing action. And the implications are huge. And we should be ready for that. And what that means, just an example in financial services, is now when we deal with Gen AI agents, we deal with them through prompts. So we put a prompt and we get a response. It's a content or a summary or a conclusion. What AI agents are going to do is, imagine you are going to approve a credit process. So you're going to go to the AI agent and say, this is the company, review for me the credit process. And then there will be like an AI agent who is the manager, and then there will be a credit analyst AI agent, and there will be a relationship manager AI agent. And they will work together as a team with the human staff in the financial institution, and they will perform the job. What this means is that the AI agent is able to perform in different environments and in different circumstances, which now the Gen AI is very difficult, right? And this means a complete change in the operating model of financial institutions. Vendors are already marketing themselves that they have AI agent, but still it requires some time, but it's coming, and it's coming very fast. And we need to be ready for that.
And Let's return as we started to kind of some more concrete things. We've kind of moved out into the future of AI, but I guess what people are most thinking of is exactly what they should be doing right now. So perhaps, Yousif, I could stick with you, and just could you give us an idea of how financial institutions should be starting with their practical applications, what they should be doing now?
So I think, let me outline it in 4 principles. First is, financial institutions need to integrate AI into their business strategy. And there is nothing called AI strategy. So your business strategy should have AI as a foundational element of it. If you're going to do anything new, you should ask yourself, what's the role of AI? Is it going to make it faster, better, less risky, etc.? So that's principle number 1. Principle number 2, what the whole industry is doing now is looking into use cases that make us more productive with AI, but we need to think, what is the longer-term impact on our business models? The current business model of financial institutions will not be sustainable. Organizations remain, but business models get obsolete. So how do we evolve our business model to be enabled through AI? So to summarize that, develop a futuristic view of AI. That's principle number 2. Number 3, make AI productive now. You don't need to wait for the technology to be perfect, especially with your internal use cases. You can make things much faster, less risky, and with less cost. So just do it now. You don't have to wait. And 4th, of course, which maybe some of my colleagues have outlined, deploy AI safely. You need to understand how the systems work. You need to be able to make sure there is no bias. And you need to make sure the systems are transparent. If the regulator comes and asks you, what are the basis of the credit decisioning of your AI algorithm, you should be able to explain it. And you cannot say it's a black box and I don't understand it. So I think these 4 principles are very important. And I encourage every financial institutions to kick off an AI program. And this is what we've done in our institutions. It's sponsored by our group CEO. And we have Innovation Council that has the AI on top of its agenda. And we already have use cases of Gen AI deployed in the hand of employees, and they are very happy. And every day they come and tell me, Yousif, when is the next use case? When I'm going to get the AI tool? And we are just rolling it now across the group.
Thank you very much. We're going to come to the audience and ask for if anybody has any questions that they'd like to ask the panel. We'll get a mic out to you if you put your hand up. So if anybody wants to have a think of a question for themselves. One here, if we could get a mic out.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning. With all these different brains on the scene, I'm wondering, what do you think about the crypto topic related with AI? This is a reality, the crypto environment, not just talking about crypto, but talking about blockchain technology. How do you think that will be combined in our reality? It's a different, very interesting topics, from compliance, multiple jurisdiction, and crypto and blockchain is playing a very, very big role right now in terms of transactions and so forth. What do you think about the AI in conjunction with the crypto?
Who would like to? Oh, Yousif, on AI and crypto.
Excellent question, and I think this is a core foundation for the future of financial services, is the intersection between AI, but let me expand it a bit. Instead of saying crypto, I would call it digital assets. And that includes crypto, stable coins, CBDC, tokenized deposits. The combination of these two coming together in the right formula is in summary, the future of financial services. And the interface between us and the financial institutions will be through a combination of AI and digital assets. And that will be a driver of the new business models in financial institutions. There are basic things already happening, like smart contracts, programmable money, programmable payments. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. And once AI gets mature and digital assets get adopted globally, we're going to see a complete different set of financial institution services that is beyond our imagination now, because It's also important to see that innovation, sometimes you don't know what you can do with these things. But once they are available, look at the internet. When it came, what every financial institution did is just a web page listing your services. But see now what it does. It does a marketplace. It does an online exchange. It does complete new platforms for tokenization. And the same powerful thing would happen through AI and digital assets. And that will power what I mentioned in the first part of the panel, the FinAIs. And those will be the new unicorns and the new disruptors in financial services.
Thank you.